Hi guys, welcome to this 13th tutorial in this series of programming PIC microcontroller with MicroC Pro for PIC compiler. This is part 3 of the automatic temperature control system project. In part 1, we designed the circuit diagram. In part 2, we created the code to prompt the user to enter the reference temperature. In this third part, we're going to create the code to read the analog temperature value and compare it with the reference temperature to control either the heater or the fan depending on the value of the temperature. Let's continue with our code. We need to create a while one loop. We need to loop continuously to read the value of the actual temperature of the area and compare it with the reference temperature. This is going to be basically the start of our main program. The first thing we're going to do is to read the temperature. This is the function you use to read the temperature as you have learned it from the analog to digital converter tutorial. ADC read, and we're going to read channel 0. That's why we said 0. If we connected our sensor to channel 1, then we're going to write ADC read 1. Because we connected to channel 0, then we say ADC read 0. And the value that we're going to read, we're going to store it in the temp variable. Then we're going to convert our temperature into a voltage. We're going to say millivolt, which is a variable. It's going to be equals to temp times 1000 divided by 1024. We're going to store this value into the millivolt variable. Then the next step into the conversion is to convert this voltage value into a degree Celsius. We're going to say actual temperature is going to be equals to millivolt value divided by 10. Because the LM35 produces 10 millivolt per degree Celsius, then we're going to display the reference temperature on the first line of the LCD display. Then we're going to use another function to convert a float variable, which is going to be our temperature value is in float format. We're going to convert it into a string value because the LCD display can only display strings value. This is the function that is used float to string. We're going to convert the actual temperature that we calculated. We're going to convert it and store it into text. We're going to limit our string length to 4 characters. Then we're going to display our actual value on the second line of the LCD display. The next thing we need to do is to compare these two temperature values, the actual temperature that is read from the analog sensor with the reference temperature that the user entered with the keypad. We're going to say if temp reference is greater than the actual temperature, then it basically means the room is cold. We need to switch on the heater. We're going to say heater on and switch off the fan. But if the reference temperature is less than the actual temperature, it basically means that the area is warm. We need to switch off the heater and switch on the fan to cool off the area. And if these two temperatures are the same, then we can switch off. And after a 10-second delay, the procedure is going to start again because it's in a while one loop. We're going to start reading again the actual temperature, compare it with the reference temperature, and so on and so on. Let us build our project. Build successful. Before we run our project, we're just going to edit the voltage value of our relays because their default value is 12 volt, but we are connecting them at 5 volt. So I'm going to change the voltage to 5 volt. This one to 5 volt as well. Okay, run. Automatic temp control, enter the reference temperature. I'm going to enter 13 degrees, enter. I'm going to say press enter to continue, enter. You can see because the actual temperature is less than the reference temperature, it basically means the room is cold, so the heater is switched on. But if I can modify my actual temperature and make it higher than the reference temperature, I'm going to set my actual temperature to 15. Then you can see because the actual temperature is higher than the reference temperature, it basically means the room is warm. So I'm going to switch off the heater and switch on the fan. And the process is going to continue continuously. If the temperature goes down again, you're going to see after 10 seconds, because this second read the temperature every 10 seconds. You're going to see it's going to switch off the fan and switch on the heater. Thank you guys for watching this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to receive more tutorials in the future. And I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Thank you.